We're going to call this a grouchy old guy update. You know, even in the course of the week, even the old grouchy guy gets lucky. You know, trophy wives, trophy girlfriends, girls with pies and trays of food, just stopping by. And I'm really busy with work and, you know, my research and talk radio and my writing and all the great stuff that I do, which is very boring to them. They just don't want to really deal with it. They just want to stop by and, you know, do the human things. And I just get so involved with the other things. I said, let's go to the movies. I really want to see this movie called The Expendables. Not because it was such an action movie. It's just I wanted to see how all of these really good actors interacted with each other. By the way, it was a wonderful movie. Okay, so I said, let's go to the movies to this person, you know, and she said, okay. And we got in the car and ran off about 26 miles to the movie theater, and we caught the first show, actually. The first show is, by rule of law, $2 cheaper than the regular show, because it's like the first show and the place was empty. So, but you know, of course, stress and drama of getting there on time had to be added, and you know, all the little intricacies of life and disadvantages of slow drivers and construction and everything. So we finally get to the movie theater 15 minutes early, okay, and I go to get the tickets. Hello, how you doing? I look up and I don't see The Expendables anywhere. And I say to the young lady, I says, am I in the right theater? I was looking to see the movie The Expendables. Oh yes, it's in theater 8, young lady says to me. I said, okay, give me 2 for The Expendables. So she says, sure, that'll be $11. That was $4. I mean, $5.50 a ticket, you know. And that's a $7.50 ticket for $5.50 times 2. That was $11, a good deal. And she said, here, and fill out this survey for me. I said, no. She said, what? I said, no. And she says, well, she was completely flustered. And I basically said, no. I says, I just came to see a movie. I don't feel that I need to say, I don't work for you. I'm under no contractual agreement by the accepting of your tickets that I need to fill this thing out. Well, she's all upset now because nobody had ever said no to her before. When you respect the authority, okay, of a person in power, no matter how small that power is, they tend to not abuse it, but use it to its fullest extent. So I'm telling this young lady no. She's flustered. I've got this lady with me, and she's like shaking her head, and I'm saying, well, look around. I said, you know, this is different. The manager comes over, and he says, sir, the only reason we're asking for that, I said, shut up. Nobody asked you. I says, I'm under no contractual agreement to sign any survey, leave any of my personal information or DNA sample here, okay, for you to use for a database or anything else. I'm here to look at a movie and leave, right? Well, we walked into theater 8 and sat down and watched the movie. By the way, it was an excellent movie. Lots of blood and guts, and they showed the AA-12, which is an incredible automatic shotgun, which is available to law enforcement and police only. There may be a semi-automatic version of that coming out. Even on semi-automatic, it's awesome. But anyway, my other complaint was they were throwing knives in the whole movie. Throwing knives. I like to throw knives. I have a very extensive knife collection. And, you know, I really believe that the all of the knife throwing between the movie Machete and the Expendables and everything, the price of blades is going to go up quite a bit, and that really makes me angry, because that's like the only thing I like to buy is expensive and collectible blades. So other than that, the movie was excellent, and you're probably going to say, why did they make such a big deal about filling out the survey? Well, if you understand the system of how this corporation sells the information to a database that collects the information, that cross-references the information of the type of movie that you saw with your name, okay? And then what do? They look at your credit card, and they say, oh, well, he buys from Sportsman's Warehouse, he buys from Cabela's, he buys from, and he looks at these type of movies. He has a propensity for violence and has been around violence, okay? They use this for profiling. Not for marketing as much as for profiling. So don't allow yourself to be profiled. So upon exiting the theater, which I had a wonderful time, the big screen, and I was telling a friend that I went to see the movie, why, you could have got that, you could have downloaded that. You know what? Every so often, just a quality of life situation, you know, like you like to have a big screen and you don't want to have to wait for that little thing to go around, and you know, it was really wonderful having surround sound, and the and the dialogue was actually in the same scene as what you were looking at. It was actually great. I enjoyed going to the movies. But upon exiting, there was two deputies there and standing with the manager, and they turned over and they looked at me, and I pointed right at them and I said, don't feel too bad. I says, I didn't fill out the survey either, the census survey. You have a great day. They kind of laughed, and I got in my car and I drove away. Well, that was my grouchy guy update. And you want to know something? You have the right to be left alone. Never relinquish your rights as a sovereign individual to any fool employed by any corporation that does not have jurisdiction over you. Your jurisdiction is given to him by your acceptance and when you acquiesce your rights. God bless all of you, and thank you for listening.